what it is, what it is, what it is, what it's gonna be. What's good, my people? What's going on today? Hope this day has been as beautiful for you as it's been for me. Hope all is going well. Just received a little news that assured me all was going well. In places where I don't have any control over. All is well, y'all. How y'all doing? I know the mass majority of everybody, the mass majority of my little circle probably out there in that sun. Yeah. That's why y'all mess with me because y'all got sense. Get some of that vitamin C. You dig. Ain't gonna do nothing but help you. Especially if you know how to act. But I just wanna reach out to the individuals today. Just wanna reach out. Just wanna assure or make sure you know your worth. To make sure that you're not bowing down and kissing nobody ring finger if it ain't Christ. Make sure that the circle you in respect you. I just want to be assured that you know your worth, that you know how fortunate you are for opening your eyes today, being able to breathe, being able to stand up, being able to fix you something to eat, put on some clean clothes. If you can do all these things, you're beyond fortunate. But the mass majority of the world looks at these things like it's a given. I go to sleep, it's a given I'm going to wake up tomorrow. It's a given. Clean water to drink. I pay my taxes. But see, if you're guilty of those things, you're winning. I don't care if you don't live like somebody you want to live like, or you think somebody doing better than you because they appear to be doing better than you. I don't care about all that. What I'm focusing on is how you and others are treating you. That's my concern today. The world has a lot of things mixed up. 1 second, y'all. Let me get my door. Sorry about that, y'all. See, the world has a different way to look at friendships, to look at what really matters. For instance, I didn't heard people on this platform, and let's just talk about white on white, black on black, Hispanic on Hispanic, call their own peoples poor and broke. 9 times out of 10 because they don't have what they have. 9 times out of 10 they don't live how the person who called them poor and broke live. Sometimes a person don't even be thinking about trying to match up to somebody else. Person just live their life. But at the end of the day, you got people that claim to be pro whatever color they are that actually call their own people poor and broke. Just actually, the hell with putting them down. We're going to put them down and some. The hell with them knowing already that they ain't got this or that. I'm gonna remind them that they don't have this or that, or I got more than them. See the irony. But soon as the police profile, soon as the white man profiler, oh, I'm the most hurt person in the world. I'm destroyed. I'm distraught. I'm offended. Why did you profile me? Well, sir, why you profile your own people? Okay, let's say you don't profile your own. You don't profile police, which you should. Why you profile your own people? See, I know the looks of people that think they better than me. And a lot of people, and I'm talking about in real life, I ain't talking about on this platform. I know the look, how a person look down at their nose because you live a certain way or you don't live up to their standards. They turn their nose up at you or look down at you. Or, I know the looks. I've been there. Done a lot of work in this lifetime. Been around a lot of people in this lifetime. Universities, prisons. Been places, okay? I know what the look like. And it totally disgusts me when I see another so-called black. And trust me, that's not my turn. That's the world's turn. Which is part of what I'm going to break down today. That's the world's turn. Black. Well, us black people can't have this and that, the other. Hell no. Your program is wrapped up so tight that you look down at your brother man. He don't have what you have, or he is not even thinking about having what you having. Oh, he this or that. He's every name but a child of God. See, where you niggas get off at thinking we all supposed to look like each other? Huh? Where you dumb son of a guns get off at thinking we supposed to act like each other, look like each other? That's what I need to know. Where is it written where if I look different or chose to look different or my biological makeup is different than yours, that I'm less than you? Where is it where image trumps everything? I've heard it. I've used the statement before. But I was young and dumb as hell when I used it, and also programmed by TV. You remember the Sprite commercials? Image is everything. You remember that? Yeah, so it was also a programming I was up under. We all were up under, but I just so happen to have enough decency to admit to mine. Not only know it, but know it and admit that I know it. And admit that I was subject to it. Image is everything. And the world adopt it, take it, make it its own. But let me help you understand something. We was told something in the scriptures. We was told that God is an enemy of the world. The scripture says that anyone constituting himself a friend of the world is indeed an enemy of God. See, you only can have one master. You only can have one master. You can't have two. See, that's what a lot of people don't understand. They think that they can be rich and have a nice relationship, or should I have decent relationships? They think that they can have both, and it's totally not real. It's totally not a reality. You only can have one. You look at these characters on these screens and you believe the stories. You don't have no proof. I caught buses. I sat in barbershops. I know the talk. I know the lingo, what we talk about all day. We're talking about stories that was given to us by the storytellers, the puppet masters. And we take those stories and we call those stories law because the puppet master says it. But then we want to get on here and holler at a cat like Curl. Curl living the same way you living. But for some reason, my information is tainted with by the white man. The same white man that's giving up many of your stories that you believe today. So I asked the question, why do we even bring that up? Won't you just keep it 100 and just say, hey, I want to do what I want to do without a guilty conscience. So I'm going to shun this part, whether it's true or not. I'm going to shun it because if I believe it, that means that the way I see all things have to end. See, just keep it a buck. Just keep it real. I respect it way more. Got a couple guys that frequent my my channel, and they're real close to keeping it that real. They're real close. See, at one time, for a short period of time, I was able to stand in it. I was able to say, hey, yeah, I found out that was the truth and I ain't with it. I want to do my own thing. I was able to do that. But only for a short period of time. Because, see, some of us can't live a lie. Some of us just can't do it. Some of us have tried. I'm one of them. Live your life. Okay, it's like this. Live a lie and you can have all these things. Okay? You live in truth, you'll be broken poor. You understand? Do we overstand or understand? I'm sorry. Why I label myself the brokest man in Detroit? Why I wear it like a crown? See, because like my master, who the world hates, I ain't fall for the okie doke. I didn't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. So when you look at my chat and you say, oh, boring, no. The least amount of thing it is boring. What it is on my channel is the truth. My channel bear witness to how many people choose to live a lie versus the truth. Bear witness. It's all over the internet. It's like this. You get a person on this platform and say, hey, man, I love you. I kill bricks for you, man. You helped me with this. You did this and that for me, man. I'm with you. But you get that same person that never promotes you, that same person that said all these things, never promotes you, never put your name out there, never set things up, never set up a build. You understand? Talk all this love stuff. See, listen. Actions speak louder than words. See, the world is a lot of words. not no action. See, friendship to the world is far different from friendship in Christ. See, people just want to hear what they want to hear. I heard, I was listening to Suge show earlier, and I heard a brother or sister, I can't remember, because when I hear truth, it just is overwhelming to me. Brought up the fact that people see what's going on, but they will rather gravitate towards the people that say the things that they want to hear more, despite the messed up stuff you see them do. See, and I say this, when you say I apologize and I shouldn't have did, fuck all that. What you gonna do from this point on? What you gonna do from now? You realize that you was bamboozled, you was swindled, a lot of, you know, all that good stuff. Now, what you gonna do from that point on? You gonna allow this devil you didn't just found out about, you gonna allow them to destroy your life and can control your actions, dictate your actions? Are you gonna expose them and expose anything remotely close to them? See, it's a choice. Now, I got this video I prepared, and you know, for funky ass YouTube, right? Who loves to put fighting videos, niggas beating up on women's, Mexicans beating up on Mexicans, whites beating up on whites, blacks and blacks, for all you people that like to live in color, okay? You got YouTube that promotes all this stuff. But when you spread this truth, right? Oh, the devil show you who he really is. Promote any type of sexuality, violence that you can think of. But when it comes to this truth now, oh, you ain't got to get struck by no person. No person got to strike you. YouTube gonna get you. Because all of this shit belongs to Satan. All of it is his. Yeah, you may get help. You may learn how to fix this, that, and other. See, that's what the devil do. He bring you some truth. He bring you some knowledge. Just so he can hit you with no Vaseline. It's the same game for him. Ain't nothing new. He come to you. Hey, I'm your help here. Oh, no, money's no object. I got you. Tell you some things you never knew about. Oh, you show you some things you never seen. All so he can squeeze you. All so he can trap you up. And then once you trapped up and been doing his bidding forever, show you, hey, look what you've been doing on my behalf. Look at this. You remember them scriptures you read pertaining to this? Look how I made you do the exact opposite of what you was reading. See, that's what the devil do. Laugh at your face. Not in your face, at your face. Because you can't see him. You ain't trying to see him. If the devil spray painted himself visible and you living the life that most of these people on these platforms and in the world living, you still wouldn't see him. You ain't trying to see him. So, why is God at war? Or should I say, why do the world hate God and God hate the world? Well, because God is real. The world is fake. You don't believe me? Let me show y'all some stuff that was put on these airwaves way back yonder. Way back yonder. Let me do this for y'all. I know I gotta mute one.
What do you want?
We'd like you to help plan the news for 1973.
Come again?
Plan the news for 1973.
This is going to happen in 1973. You're going to make this happen?
No. We're going to make models much cheaper. Then we photograph the models.
Fake newsreels?
Fake newsreels. For the past 10 years, people have been looking at our fake newsreels and listening to our fake.
And fake devil worshiping ass people that work for YouTube. Agents of chaos. I have permission. So the hell with you and your flags and your community flags. Fuck you.
And they accept it for the truth. And you can do it.
First pictures have been published of a new Russian intercontinental ballistic missile. Russian state media says the Satan II, as it's called, could actually wipe out an area the size of Texas or France. So let's talk more about this with our senior international correspondent, Matthew Chance, who's joining us from Moscow. So, Matthew, what more do we know about this missile?
Well, it was commissioned back in 2010, so it's been a sort of very badly kept secret by the Russians. If its military abilities are real, which is what everybody expects, then it's quite a formidable weapon, a very formidable weapon. It can hit any target on either side of the United States, for instance. It's powerful enough to destroy a country, a single missile the size of France. It can carry up to 15 warheads. It can evade missile defenses quite effectively as well. And so it's a pretty awesome sort of missile. But I mean, hopefully it won't ever be used. But the real political...
Now, see, let's talk right quick, y'all. I wasn't going to disturb this quite yet. But why do CNN... And let me just say the news, period. Why do you think they think it's important for people like you and I to know what kind of weapons that the Soviet Union got to use, or whoever they is, got to use on people? Now, this dude gonna point out that they got missiles that can hit up a size of a place like Texas. Why do you think they think this important for you to know? I'm going to let that question hang in the balance right quick. Oh.
Political value of this is that it shows that Russia is still a nuclear superpower, that it can still compete, it has parity.
What up, though, Slapper?
Nuclear weapons. I think that's its main importance at the moment in Russia.
Stop 100 people in the street. How many of them have actually seen a missile or a satellite? They're just told they exist and they believe it.
You're getting there. I knew you would.
Well, now the moon rocket and the satellite, that you can get away with. That's too remote for people to grasp. It's too far away. But this... I mean, you invented this village on the Indo-China.
Hey, Slapper, you pay close attention to these old clips. I'm glad you pulled up first. I especially want you to check this out. And it's just entertainment purposes. I'm just pointing out. This is something. Remember I told you they've been telling us quite a long time what's been going on. This is how long ago they've been telling us. So just, try to zoom in, zero in, because I want you to critique the hell out of this.
Chinese born. Well, somebody could check out.
Very mountainous territory up there. There'll be no survivors in 1973. No rescue work. Radiation scare.
Yes. You can do it. This could be the news for 1973.
Russia claims this is a test of their new state-of-the-art intercontinental ballistic missile, nicknamed Satan II. According to the Russian state news agency, it's the second successful test. It comes after Russia test firing of what it says is an airborne high-speed ICBM. Just weeks ago, Russian President Vladimir Putin offered a flashy display of weaponry, including the Satan II. One Russian video animation even showed aerial weapons attacking Florida. Nobody knows the implication that Russia could reach President Trump's Mar-a-Lago home. The top U.S. commander in charge of America's nuclear arsenal is watching closely.
Well, nothing he said surprised me. Once again, we have very good intelligence capabilities, and we watch very closely. So nothing he said surprised me.
But the new missile launch comes less than 24 hours after U.S. diplomats were expelled from Russia in retaliation for the U.S. kicking Russians out as part of a global response to the poisoning of a former Russian spy and his daughter. Even if there is no link in timing, a former top U.S. diplomat says it's time for everyone to be careful.
Any linkage of nuclear deterrence with the current SPAC is an upgrade that I think one needs to be careful about. I worry about accident and miscommunication. It's hard to know whether we're close or far away from that, but the mere notion that there's a minor chance of something going awry on the nuclear side should disturb us all.
President Trump says he's prepared to discuss all of this with President Putin face to face, even though he didn't bring up the poisoning or election meddling in their last phone call.
We could discuss the arms race. As you know, he made a statement that being in an arms race is not a great thing. That was right after the election, one of the first statements he made. And we are spending $700 billion this year on our military, and a lot of it is that we are going to remain stronger than any other nation in the world by far.
Not necessarily exactly like this. We only plan in detail 1 year ahead.
Oh, you only plan 1 year ahead.
Hey, tell me, what is the news item that's bothered you the most in the past year, 1967?
Well, it has to be the new American intercontinental ballistic missile, the Boy Wonder, doesn't it?
Just the one I asked them to set up for you. The new ICBM, codenamed Boy Wonder, with a much talked about Mercury warhead. I haven't any special effects up here, but perhaps with the proper sound. And Robert Larkin, television director, high IQ, 35 years old, is scared. Scared by nothing. It doesn't work. It's a scientific impossibility. The same goes for the much talked about Mercury warhead. Perspex.
Well, if this rocket doesn't work, then the others?
They have a fireworks party at Cape Kennedy almost every other day.
Okay, well, you're going to have to wait a minute till I get out of here. I'll be out of here. And then I'm doing this podcast.
If I could turn the page,
I want y'all to see this part before I stop it. Watch this. Yeah. I had to let that part play her. They show that rocket returning back and it come down like that. Oh my. So let me give my input. Why they want you to know something like that? Because they want you to be scared. They want you to be scared. Fear. That's how they rule the world, with fear. Just like this gentleman said early in this video, have you ever seen a rocket before? Have you ever seen somebody that's seen a rocket and told you about it before? See, what's different from way back then to now, their network is a lot broader. And of course, it's a lot broader. That was what, 40 years ago, almost 40 years ago? I'm sorry, almost 50 years ago. So, of course. Now, if you go look up that video, you'll understand why the fear and why they picked this time of the year to make the fear. And it all bottles down to fear makes people spin. People spend money when they scared. Well, if this the last day for this, that, and the other, boom, I'm going out like this. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You sure can. You always can get a seat. But us as human beings, we have a thing, even with the telescope or with the binoculars, we still lose track of that ship when it goes up. But the cameras that's closer to it, that it bypass, pick them up, and they see exactly what happened to them. Well, just like I'm pointing out in this old movie, they got an old movie that your boy O.J. Simpson played in that show them walking into the rocket in front of everybody, waving, and then turn around while don't nobody know, behind closed doors, walking right back out of that mug. Mm-hmm. See, everything on the silver screen has come to pass. That's their fictitious plagues. That's their radio, their phones with the TVs on it. Flying cars. Everything that the silver screen, every event that the silver screen had on it have either happened or is happening now. Yeah. So for this to happen, there only can be a limited amount of puppet masters in the world. Second to that, they all got to be in agreement with how this thing plays out. And whether you are Rosicrucian, whether you're Jesuit, Catholic, Christian, Muslim, see, one thing all of these entities and groups have in common: they hate Jesus Christ. They hate him with a passion. How can you show hate for a person with a passion? Well, you befriend them. You use their name. You tell a lot of the truth about them. Then in the same instance, you're slandering. You mislead people about them, while at the same time being exposed, still pretending that you're friend, you're cool. That's how you show ultimate hate. That's how you show passion and hate, because you actually got to put activity behind that hate. People don't hate Jesus. They don't follow his ways. Yeah, you say that until you get off into a conversation. Then Jesus' name is everything but Jesus. It's a liar. It's a fraud. It's a motherfucker. It's a lot of things. And you don't say those things about people you don't hate. I would never open up a conversation about, or should I say us talking about Christ Council when he's not around, and I'm using words and terms like that motherfucker and he's not real and stuff like that. See, when you use terms like that, it equals up to the definition of hate. It's like the things that will lead you to know that, okay, this person don't like this person. But then when you hear that same rhetoric over and over again, then, I mean, you only be exercising common sense to ascertain, oh, that person really don't like and hate this person. And see, that's true, Slapper. People think differently. But see, being that people think differently, they're not going to speak down on a person that speaks different, that thinks differently. See, Jesus didn't speak down on people. He just told people, hey, if you plan on coming here and doing this, if you want to get closer to the Heavenly Father, you have to do this. He was just telling you how to build a relationship with God, how to live forever. That's it. He flipped over a couple tables. But see, niggas wanted to bust his head way before them tables got flipped over in the synagogue. Or should I say in that temple. Now, the what they were doing, see, I love how they put that emphasis on that too. See, what they were doing was far beyond what he was doing, because he did what he did in behalf of the Most High. Like, hey, we supposed to be in here. This is supposed to be for this. All this stuff here, that should be taking place outside, man. Get up out of here with this, man. No, it ain't about being like him. I mean, if you showing love, you know you guilty of being like him, because that's all he did. And, you know, he's basically the blueprint on treating people with respect. So if you get a person that say, hey, I don't want to follow him, what they tell you about, you know, what they think about you. Show me one thing in there where Jesus said, go bust that nigga head. Go get that nigga kids took away from him. Here, go expose this nigga on the corner and let everybody know his business that they don't know, that he ain't, they don't know about him. See, he was a totally different being than what this world offered. See what them Pharisees was trying to do? They was trying to bust his head. They was scared to lose what little prestige they had. Oh yeah, it's opening up today. Got a little time today. I mean, let's call a buck a buck. You know? Hey, I'm not with that. That shit is corny to me. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I respect the person better. Because when I lived that way, I just straight up told the truth. It was for a little while. But I had to realize that I can't live this. I can't live. When I found out what I needed to find out, and I decided to say, hey, I'm still going this way, I could only do that for so long. And once I realized I wasn't fit enough to do it, you know, I couldn't do it for a long period of time, I knew what stance I had to take. You should see, man. You should see. I mean, I wish I could show you the crowd I kept around me. I wish I could show y'all when I was running these streets. Man, I wish I could show y'all. And then what happened to the crowds, y'all? I didn't bust nobody's head. I ain't banged nobody's wife or woman. I didn't steal. I didn't lie. I didn't set no niggas up to get their head bust. I did none of that stuff, man. But that crowd dissipated like a atomic bomb hit when I made my stance. When I made my stance. And hey, walk up, holler at one of them niggas right now. He gonna tell you, hey man, that nigga used the whoop, 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 whoop. Well, what about the last 15, 20 years? How have he been? Then when they tell you the truth, say, well, why did you hang around him more when he was such and such this way to people, and you included? And when he got soft, or should I say he started living a more humble setting of life, why did you back up? Why did you play keep away? It's all about, no matter what people think, it's all about Christ, man. It's all about it. He already told you. To the right, gonna be my sheep. To the left, gonna be the goats. Look how many fools out here calling themselves a goat. And to no disrespect to anybody that deceptively adopted that name, but when you say that, you're telling what stance you're taking. You're a goat. Simple as that. You're not a man, you're an animal. You're a goat. And yeah, it stands for this, that, and the other. You should see how many other words we use every day that stood for something else. That stands for something else. You should see what mortgage mean across the seas. A lot of these other languages more set on the truth about the matter rather than trying to cover it up and be deceptive with it. See, this language we use, when you get these people, and I'm going to let Unplug them tell y'all a little bit better than I'm going to tell y'all. You got these people that plays games with these letters and the way things spell. Not really grasping, or should I say playing on people's intelligence, knowing that they won't grasp the understanding that there were sounds. There were certain sounds being made way before this alphabet system came along, way before the last alphabet system came along. So what made them sounds? How was people able to say Egypt if it wasn't no just sound? You telling me because a certain letter wasn't invented until a person from the Brotherhood invented it? You telling me the whole sound didn't exist? That the name Elijah didn't exist? They playing in y'all face, man. You go ahead and put this down right quick, man. They playing in y'all face. Hey, I wasn't happy when I realized that I was getting played on. But hey, once I faced the reality of what's going on, I couldn't hide for 2 months. I couldn't pretend for 2 months longer. I said, yeah, I'm going to look like a sore thumb. But that's going to feel, the humiliation from that going to feel way better than waking up every day knowing I'm living a lie. I take the total, the sticking out like a sore thumb. I'll take the gang assault. I'll take the different people, many different people going against me, rather than I will accept living a lie. Okay, as long as you understand that. Those are translated names. Translated in the alphabet system that is, before it was even invented, was said would be a what was it called? satanic language. See, that part about it, we gonna pick up off the bat about the sounds that were made. But see, it's all about why. How is John translated from what it was then? How is Luke translated from what it was? See? That's what it's about. You get this dude with 2 G's, and his name makes the J sound. He invented the J. No. See, one thing the Bible tell you that you got to keep an eye on the devil. You can't keep an eye on the devil without checking his profile out. That's why I say you got to go quit going off what they say and go off the scripture. Let's let the scripture dictate. Because if you listen to they, you're going to miss the whole point. You're going to miss the entire point. It's all about not just taking what makes us feel comfortable, but taking the whole entire picture and making an assumption off that, not just part of the picture. What up, though, fellas?
Yeah. What's up, Kay?
Hey, man, you see the hood on today, man. You did?
Hey,
hood
man.
on today, man. So it's one of the days, man.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
I feel good that I can, I can get on here. I ain't got to worry about rushing you boys off. I ain't ate yet, but I'm sure I can do a couple more hours before I get home.
Oh, okay.
You did?
That's what I'm talking about, Kay.
So we need to bring this to a head, man, because we got some minds at work, but the minds is choosing just to use one part of the mind. We want to use everything. I want you cats to make sure I use all my mind.
And hop out of this conspiracy world, man. Go venture out and read some more and see how things work, and you'll have a better understanding.
You said conspiracy world?
Yeah.
What you mean?
Like, step out of the information that you get from so-called conspiracy theories and shit, not in a negative way, and actually look at how certain things work. Look at how missiles work, the progression of how missiles work and all that. And you kind of get a better understanding of why they wouldn't mind saying, a bullet can go from Russia to Texas. The technology changed.
See, Slapper, you think because I take the stance I take, and I know I understand what information you laying on me right now, but you think because I take the stance I take that I haven't been that way already majority of my life.
It's not about being there a majority of your life. Things always update. So at the end of the day, if you don't update with the times, kind of like HTML, you ain't gonna be able to build a web page. That's what I'm saying. Technology has advanced from shit, even from the first time NASA went to space. They went from analog to digital. That's one of the problems with them getting into space.
Okay, so check this out, Slapper. I'm glad you brought that issue up. Space. Do you not know that these people has reportedly, and I'm saying reportedly because
who are these people?
NASA.
And how did the president call in on the regular phone? That's what I want
to Hey, hold up, CC. Hold up. Hold up.
Shit.
Hold up. I don't even want to go there yet. Hold up, Slapper.
Oh, no, that was televised. You sound kind of low to me, Christ. But yeah, that was televised. That was propaganda.
No, I was cutting them off. That
was propaganda so they could look better than Russia at the time. Because Russia was the first people to launch people into space. NASA had success after Russia did.
Okay, so you saying they perpetrated, right?
Sure, why not?
Okay, see that's good. Now we agree on that. check this out, Slapper. They've admitted within the last, say, 10 years that they lost track of something and forgot and lost the technology to go back to the moon. Did you ever see that? You seen that, Slapper?
Did I fall off?
I can't hear you. He got on some hold.
There we
Okay.
go.
That's all right. I see you outside. So listen, I'm agreeing with you on this technology getting better and updating and stuff. So why did this man admit? Why did they admit, or should I say, why did they tell us that they forgot or lost the information on how to get to space, or should I say, get to the moon? How can you do that if you and I agreeing to how frequent this technology is updating?
Just because it's updating doesn't mean that the old generic system that it was using was collecting the data in a way that was restorable. Like, old computers are not what they are today. So that was a completely different machine, basically. So all in all, going over the data at that time is something that is a possibility.
Okay, it's a possibility, right? So being that it's a possibility and we've done it before, isn't it real simple for us to go back and make those aluminum foil vehicles and old out of date
communicate with it?
Old out of date machinery that they used to get there the first time? Couldn't we do that? Being that we already invented it and did it already?
We're in a digital age. That was the analog age. We don't have the technology to communicate with anything like that.
Okay.
Like, we would have to rebuild, give it a couple years, and NASA should be going back to the moon. They got the technology to improve and, go there now and be able to keep communication. Just kind of like the Sputnik satellites. Like when they got sent out there, they was made off primitive technology. That's why they lost track of it. They was able to regain track of one of the motherfuckers, the one that they lost, but if I'm not mistaken, they lost it again. It was sending them back information, and the timeline that it was doing it was just like you had to kind of like basically by the time some of the information comes back, the people who originally started on it died.
If you believe that sort of thing, right? So answer me this: if
What's
we're
the point
in
of living if nothing?
hold up, Slapper. I want you to let it off again. Hold up, I'm about to give you the mic again. Answer me this though when you get finished saying what you're saying. Answer me this.
I just asked a quick question.
If we move from analog, hold up. If we move from analog to digital, and we're trying to get back to the moon, wouldn't we just revert back to what got us there the first time?
No, because technology advanced enough that it could be a safer trip, a more understandable and sustainable trip as far as the information goes. Like, you don't go from cassette tape to CD to MP3s back to cassette tape.
Unless it's important, right?
No, you don't do it. You transfer the shit over, if anything, but you don't step backwards. Find a tape machine. Matter of fact, where can you find a VCR today? Like, what store can you go into and be like, I just want a VCR, and actually find that mug?
Online?
No. What store can you walk into and purchase a VCR?
I'm
asking specifically that you can walk into because that's how primitive they are.
But I know we can get it online.
Yeah, but that's not the point of the thing. The point of what I'm saying is they're outdated so much that they're not selling anymore. The technology is so old and outdated that people don't have it no more for the most part. It's like one out of 1,000 people actually have a VCR. That shit went out like as soon as DVDs got affordable. Like, to clean out. So it's just like nobody goes backwards. It's always about going forward. Like, science changes, technology changes, everything changes. If you stay on square one, you're gonna be stuck as a dummy on square one. Like, even let's go with the story of the cavemen. They didn't have fire at first. They found a way to make fire. Now they can eat elephant meat. Like, just hypothetically speaking.
So listen. So you saying being at the moon ain't important? I want to make sure I'm hearing you right before I ask this next question.
I never said the moon wasn't important.
Okay, so listen, it's always been important, right?
What are you getting at, King?
Is getting to the moon in your repertoire and your state of thinking, is it important for man to be on the moon?
Yeah.
It's important
for man to be able to colonize any area that they can reach.
Okay.
How are you going to expand humanity?
Okay.
Like,
I'm with you.
Just think about it like early Earth. First, you had people in one spot. They got on ships. They went over here. They went over there. They migrated. That's all humans are going to do when they get enough knowledge. They're going to take the space race and they're going to start colonizing other places.
Okay. I'm still waiting to disagree with you. I'm in total agreement with you now. I'm in total agreement with you.
All right.
So, being that me and you agree on these things, how important it is. Why did they stop for all those years?
It was extremely dangerous. It was extremely expensive. It was easier for them to wait instead of trying to keep on lifting spaceships out there, ending in failure.
Okay, you say extremely
Those are
dangerous.
Those are multi-million-dollar projects, if not in the billions. Just to send somebody to the moon, that wasn't cheap. So why would you keep on trying that if you know your technology is not up to? It's like having an old Windows CE computer acting like you could go and do some Windows 98 shit on it to find out you can't. Then you get Windows 98 and try to go back to Windows CE. It's already outdated. It's just gonna be like, no, I can't do this no more. There's no reason to keep going back to this.
But what I'm saying is, the point I'm making is, if it's as important to being on the moon, if it's important for mankind, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter what we have to revert back to.
They spent the time, money, and energy exploring space to see the other places that can be seen, visited, and all that. Like, why are you gonna keep on spending money sending people to a moon where you could get some scientific data and what you need in one swoop, or like 13 swoops that they went through? But just all in all, like, they sent a few teams to the moon. There's multiple people that went to the moon. That's what I'm saying. It was a science experiment for the most part. And then when it was all said and done and they had enough information for the time, there was no reason to keep on putting people on a dangerous mission. Like, you got to remember, that wasn't like, space wasn't cool after a while. When the astronauts went up, best shit ever. Everybody wanted to watch. They stayed glued to it. When that disaster happened, people wanted to watch. Stay glued to it. But after cartoons and shit got better, like, people wasn't paying attention to space. Like, as far as the public goes, it wasn't in the public eye the way it should have been. That's what I'm saying. It's important to certain people, just like computers are important to me and Christ.
You know why it wasn't in public eye?
Because it fell out of popularity.
No.
Yes.
No.
Why?
Okay, that's your reason, right?
Like,
let me tell you.
Why are you gonna why would you still keep on publicizing space flights and all this stuff that will end up bankrupting you? When
how is it going to bankrupt them?
But because you're being funded to do projects, to do this, that, and the next, your sponsors will halt if they think you're doing some bullshit.
But the taxpayers are paying way more money than any fundraiser is paying.
The taxpayer money goes through a funnel so they can get paid. If they don't oblige the rules, then they don't get their money.
I was just peeling it, but if you want it. All right, man.
Oh, hold up. Was you trying to say something, TC, or you on
Oh, that's my fault, man.
Okay,
you just sound real low to me. But yeah.
No, he was talking to somebody else, I think. You muted, Christ Council?
Oh, no. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. And do I sound low?
Yeah.
Kinda. Sound kind of distant.
How about now? Can y'all hear me better?
Yeah, you strong now.
All right, my fault, man.
Yeah, that's all right.
I'm inside the car. I was just make sure I was talking to a homeless person, but I was make sure y'all could hear me though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead, Slap.
Like, how many people have you seen lose sponsor over the last year just for saying some gay shit?
I heard a lot of people doing
Like, how many
going
people
through
have
it.
you actually seen lose careers and stuff? So that's basically what I'm trying to say. At the end of the day, yeah, there's taxpayers funding it, but if NASA doesn't do what they need to do and make forward progress, the tax funds don't go to it no more. They have to have evidence to what they're doing, or it's all useless information. It's not just some propaganda bullshit.
Okay, I like that part, right? I like that part. You say they have to have proof, right? Now that's to the point that I'm making. That the public got a little wiser because the public was there were certain elements in the public that were more hell-bent on learning about these things than what's going on with their local laws. And they started to notice some things. They started to notice some things. And I'm one of them, so I'm speaking from an inside perspective. What I started to notice first, Slapper, is
it's like asking why old school Slick Rick ain't cracking no more as far as the music world goes. It changed, man. Like, there's no mystery
I'm okay
behind
with
it
that.
other than the times change. Like, people lose interest in certain things.
So
everybody
listen.
wanted to be a firefighter or a space cadet growing up, and then that grew out of popularity, so nobody thought about that shit no more.
But see, it never changed for me, Slap. I always been.
No, I'm just saying in general, in the public eye, on the grand scale of things, that's kind of how it went down. Like, no bullshit. Tekashi 6ix9ine, popular as shit a couple years ago, a falling off rapper at this point. People they lost interest.
Okay, now check it out. See, I need you to understand that.
Understand.
The argument that you making right now.
To understand things. That's all I want. I want to understand things, not overstand, not sidestand. I would just like to understand things because that's
okay. But I'm going a little bit deeper than understanding.
But no, that's all I can. That's all I can fathom. If you can't get me to understand, then there's no point in even trying to.
I want you to get in and around and on top of this one.
I would like to stand right under the motherfucker that's standing on the soapbox, telling me all this shit, so I can look up and be like,
no. We going in this one together.
You gonna tell a motherfucker?
We gonna go in this together. I'm not gonna stand on no soapbox. We gonna lock elbows and we going in this one together.
Don't you? Because at the end of the day, I'm telling you, like, don't speak to me like that. Speak to me like I'm a normal person. I understand shit. I don't overstand shit. So
now check this out. Now here you go again, telling me how to act on my show.
I'm just saying, at the end of the day, I'm finding it kind of.
You can be how you gonna be, but I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say.
Okay, go on, say what the fuck you gotta say. I was just trying to give you something so you wasn't insulting me, motherfucker. Like, goddamn,
listen, you're insulting me
all the time instead of listening.
And listen, you going off like that, you making yourself look bad, bro.
I don't give a fuck.
Yes, you do. Because you wouldn't be hollering.
Now you're telling me about myself like you know me.
You wouldn't be hollering if you didn't give a fuck.
You know what?
You'll be nice and cool like you was at the early part of this conversation. Now you're hype. Now you're hype.
Out of here. Okay, and point. You're talking like a
bitch.
You're
angry at what? What are you angry at?
I'm speaking to you like the bitch you presented yourself as. You don't want to listen when you're
talk
insulting
about your mama all you want to talk about, but let's get back to this conversation.
Like, come on, dude.
Talk about your mama the way you want to. Let's get back to the conversation.
Acting like that bitch ain't been feeding worms for years.
Can we get back to the conversation?
Yo, you might want to watch your insults before you sit there crying on your pen, dude. So yeah, miss me with that shit.
Shut the fuck up.
That's why your son died, nigga. Gonna have a dead nigga soon.
Shut the fuck up.
Dead ass nigga trying to get
Shut the fuck up. Dumbass.
Where's Jehovah to say that nigga now? Yeah, you little bitch. So like I said, watch your fucking tongue, cause you don't know.
Shut the fuck up. You dumb motherfucker. You making yourself look bad. Making yourself look bad. I'm going to use what you just said against you. I'm going to show you, son. You hurt yourself. You hurt yourself. Look at you. I can understand why you're so evil and demented. Look at your face. Look at you. Ridiculous. I'm going to show you how bad you look in the eyes of other people. I'm going to use that clip against you to your worst detriment. Where is he now? Where was Jehovah at when I was in prison? Did he save me out of the mess I got myself in? No. I had to endure. I had to go through it. See, that's why narcissistic people like you fucked up. Because you think you can put your hand in a cookie jar and get away with it just because you say, God help me. And he didn't help you, huh? So now you screwed. Goat. You look like a goat. See, I knew you was pissed off from the point when I said that. You goat-faced nigga. No matter how my family move, nigga, you ain't got to worry about it. Take your fake love, take your fake ass, and go somewhere. I don't want you around me. Lame ass nigga. We don't have anything in common. Nothing. Nothing. And you, by some reason, you actually probably think that's affecting me. I got my feelings off the other day, man, when I told my truth. I'm good. And thanks for your support, but he is too. My family is as a whole. You're pathetic, dude. When I let this stuff play, when I get my content creators to expose you, you're gonna get some of you're gonna get the attention you're looking for. I can assure you that. Thank you for what you said. Thank you for exposing yourself. Your attitude is as equal as your face. Peace. What up, though, CC?
Yo, what's good, man?
Yeah, now that this nigga done came out his bag and he reassured me that I knew what I knew already, now we can have some real people come on this show and ain't got to worry about them getting cussed out. Lame ass nigga. Now I can get some real guests on here and they ain't got to fear saying the wrong thing. Because they got a computer stalker on here that's waiting to tap into their inner life and make their life miserable because they don't agree with them. Nigga, get your lame ass out of here. Get your lame ass out of here, nigga. I see why ain't nobody around you, nigga. You ain't got no friends. You ain't got no family. Nothing. This how pressed you is. Look at you. Whatever that is, okay. Come for me. Whenever you get balls, just pull up, dog. Until then, you're a shadow. Nigga. You're a shadow. Yeah, like CC, what I was saying, man, you get these jokers that want to pretend that they cool with you, sit up under you, just so they can stab you. Man, I see these niggas from a mile away, dog. I see them from a mile away. It's like there's no fooling me. There's no, listen, man, I really hate that I didn't get a chance to donate no money to that nigga. So he really wouldn't have no excuse.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, And Slapper Carl said, don't talk about him. Put him on the panel.
He said who?
Slapper Carl said, don't talk about him. Put him on the panel and address him.
No, he fucked that up. He fucked that up. He fucked that up. I don't never want to talk to that cat again. Ever. We don't have nothing in common. I don't want to have nothing in common with nobody. With anybody, CC, they got and you know, I heard some people say some cruel things about trying to aim at you. I ain't gonna see you sitting on no panel with him, kicking it with him. Remember that one? I ain't gonna say his name. Remember that one you told me you took channel? CC? Christ Council. I can't hear you if you're talking. This lame ass nigga. No lamers over here, dog. What up, though, young Brizzle? You muted, Bree.
Yeah, I just missed the fireworks, man. What up, though?
Yeah. This lame ass nigga want to take me. He got to, well, you know how the nigga is when you disagree with him. He want to take what pain I got going on and think he can use that as a bat with me. Nigga, you better tell this nigga where I come from.
Yeah, y'all was having a good conversation, man.
Yeah. And because I use a term like understand and overstand, now he say he can just understand. Okay, I'm all right with that. You do what you got to do. I'm going to use my wording. You know how, remember how he checked me over there on his platform about correcting him and shit? I didn't do that to him. I tried to brush it off, say, okay, you feel that way. Well, I won't, I'm going to say it like this. And he wanted to keep going on and on and on. I'm disrespecting him by doing my platform, saying what I want to say on my motherfucking shit. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. Nigga, you want to see that other side? You seeing it now. Get your weasel-faced ass out of here, nigga. So you got people listen to some good conversation, and because I don't say something that you agree with, here you go, coming out your bag. Nigga, get your lonely ass in that big old house and jack off.
Shit, let's get back to the good conversation, man.
Yeah, that's why I'm welcoming that, brother. I'm welcoming that. You want to hit your boy with something, man?
Shit, what was y'all talking about? I heard a little bit of it.
Well, we was talking about the space program.
Okay.
And he was giving me the pros and cons on how it switched from one system to the digital system. And what I was about to get ready and do, I was about to get ready and tell him that I was telling him, in the midst of telling him, I'm agreeing with everything he's saying. But I needed him to understand where I'm coming from. And that's where the conversation went left at. He said, I'm not understanding nothing, this, that, and the other. I can understand. I said, well, do what you're going to do. But I'm going to say it like this because I want you to get on top of it, in the middle, and around. Next thing you know, by the time I get finished talking, I hear this nigga going off. Nigga, this, that, and the other. Your son, nigga, gonna die. Bitch, get your bitch ass out of here. What type of man is that nigga, man?
Yeah,
Bree, you tell me something wrong with your mama, and when you disagree with me or me and you get into it, I use that to fuck with you, dog. That ain't no real nigga, man. It's so many things that you can do to hit me upside the head, but you gonna use that?
So I think I know your stance. Your stance is you don't believe that we left this atmosphere at all anyway, right?
Well, yeah. What I was telling him before, what I was trying to say to him, Bree, is this. I agree with everything this nigga said. And I said I would even be more in agreement with it if I didn't get to the point where I'm trying to look at the earth on a live feed and I find out that the live feed I'm looking at is CGI. See, that's where my disagreement started at with him. Or should I say with NASA, which stands for not a space agency. That's where my disagreement's with. And then when you go try to find a live feed, there is no live feed. So I'm thinking, because I've been so mesmerized with Mars and Jupiter and stuff like that. I'm thinking, like, how am I seeing live feed of these places and the sun, but can't get no live feed of Earth? Nowhere. So that's when I start getting off into the
conspiracy theories.
Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out what could be the reason for this, because the reason they gave me, Bree, didn't make no sense. It didn't make no sense to me. I'm looking at all these high def, at the time when I found out, we had just came out with the 4D, the HD and some. So I'm thinking, like, if we got all this type of camera action going on, we got dog ass cameras in the phones now. I'm saying, why is it hard just to show live feed that's going on in space? So that's when all the bullshit came in. Because listen, I've been okay with believing what I've been believing since I've been in grade school. I've been all right with it, thinking that there was something out there and all that stuff. But I'm not gonna notice this big ass glitch and just act like I don't see it, Brie.
Okay, so you've been believing one thing, what the science says, and then you notice something that personally you can't ignore because it is inconsistent with the rest of the stuff you know, right?
There you go.
Okay. Is that a reason to believe that what they saying are lies, or is that a reason to suspend belief and just simply say I don't know until you got reason to know again?
Oh, that's a good question, Bree. Now look, I'm gonna come at you like this because I know you know where I'm coming from with this. It's like, that I don't know. I never been up there before, Bree.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know from an inside knowing perspective, like I seen it with my own eyes.
Right.
But if these people, and that's another thing that he agreed with me on, that they was faking and shaking because they wanted to appear better than the Soviet Union. So listen, we got that right there, right? And we got the fact of the matter that since then I still been looking for proof. You know how you are with the Bible thing, how everything adds up to this so far, but you're not closed-minded if you get proof of, the type of proof that satisfies your curiosity.
Yeah.
I'm like that. It's like I'm still looking. When I see stuff about them doing this and that and the other, I'm looking. I'm not just, oh no, man, I ain't, what I'm saying? I'm looking. I want to see.
All right, so let me clarify.
Okay. So
you suspending your belief until you got more evidence, or have you adopted, or are you convinced that they're lying?
Well, I know they lying.
So you're convinced they're lying.
I can't put a finger what exactly, because they always give you some type of truth. But I can't put a finger on what they lying about and what they telling the truth about. So until I get some proof on something, I'm leaning more towards the not believing they've been up there at all.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm leaning more towards because of the deception part of it. Mainly why? Because I believe if something real, you shouldn't have to use deception at no point in time. That's just my my thoughts on the matter. If it's real, I shouldn't have to lie about nothing.
Right.
But you can reason, well, it probably was something that they didn't want the people to know. It would have made them and put them in an uproar. You can reason all that stuff out of it. But as you can see, none of that has come to the forefront yet, as of yet.
Right.
So we got to just go off what we can prove or what we can't prove right now. And what we can't prove, if we just going off belief, what we believe now, we can prove a lot because we got books, we got scientists saying certain things, you know what I'm saying? If we believe. But as far as seeing it and beholding it for ourselves,
that's a different thing.
Yeah.
Because belief, to believe and to know is two different things.
To believe and to know is two different things.
Right.
Well, hold up. Let's explore that a little bit, Bree.
Sure.
Let's explore that. You say to believe and to know is two different things.
Yes.
Give me an example of that. Like help me understand that a little bit better.
I wouldn't say I believe I wear glasses or I believe I'm light skinned or I believe I'm 39 years old. I would say I know those things.
Okay. For sure. I'm in total agreement. So yeah, those are two different those things has two different identities.
Right. That's why when I approach the God concept, that's why technically I'm an agnostic atheist, because I don't necessarily accept that anybody can know anything about the origin of the universe. As it being factual, like actual factual. You know what I'm saying? So technically everybody is agnostic because everybody hold on to their beliefs. As far as them knowing, that's a whole different thing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm agnostic because I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the fence.
Okay.
God could be possible and God could be impossible. He can exist or he could not exist. I don't know.
But Bree,
I don't know.
Okay, so listen, Bree.
So that's why I'm agnostic and I'm atheist, because I'm not convinced a God exists.
Okay, so listen.
Agnostic atheist.
Since we on the subject,
but I just say I'm atheist just to cut through the red tape. You know what I'm saying?
Since we on this subject right now, right?
Yeah.
Even if, and this is a question, this is something I'm asking, but the way I'm gonna ask it, you gonna automatically know what I'm assuming for myself. All right.
Okay.
Even if you did figure out or find out that the God of the Bible was real and that he is the real deal, you wouldn't follow him.
The God of Abraham, the God of
the
God of Jacob.
You wouldn't follow him, would you?
I probably would. Now let me expand on that.
Okay.
I probably would, because I don't want to fucking burn in fucking hell, right?
No. We gonna take that. You don't believe in that, Bree.
Of course I don't. But but you set a precedent. You said if it's real.
Right.
If the God is real, if the God of the Bible is real, then there's eternal atonement for people who don't follow him and believe in him. There's a punishment to be had. I don't want that punishment because, in my opinion, the God of the Bible is fucking evil. So let me clarify what I'm saying.
Okay.
If some crazy circumstance, because
You
I
see
think
how
it'd
you
be
just
crazy.
said the God of the Bible is fucking evil? See, I want to highlight that for you right quick. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, okay. Hold on, let me think what I was trying to say. Okay, so back to what you were saying. If this God is real, then I probably would fall in line enough to not reap any punishments. However, I would be tremendously disappointed if the God of the Bible was real, because that would mean that God is a motherfucking monster.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my answer. So reluctantly, I probably would fall in line because I don't want to suffer for whatever punishment that he has for us eternally. So yeah, but I wouldn't like it. I would not like it.
Okay.
Honestly, and let me say this one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I believe that if God does exist, let's say everything was created, right? I don't necessarily know if things were created or not. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But let's just say a deity did exist to where he created everything. I really don't believe that God has anything to do with any world religious texts, religious doctrines, or any world religion. If, in my personal belief, if God do exist, and that's a far-fetched but if it is true, then I don't believe that he would have anything to do with any religion on the planet Earth. He would be independent of all that if he did exist. That's what I truly believe.
Okay. Well, since you on that subject, why would he be truly independent? Why wouldn't he tell, if he's God, why wouldn't he tell people about him?
If God does exist, right, then this is not the God of the Bible. I'm saying if there is a God, I say he doesn't have anything to do with real religion, because there's a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Hold on, let me get this straight. It just doesn't make any sense that he would have. If God does exist, it doesn't make no sense that he's hiding. You see what I'm saying?
Hiding? Okay.
When I say hiding,
not allowing himself to be seen.
Well, it doesn't make any sense that God, the real God, like if God were real, it doesn't make any sense that he would be in a needle in a haystack, meaning, let's say God is real, right? And he is one of the gods that people worship in their religion. That would mean that out of all these 42 religions, there is one true religion. And I don't believe that's true. I don't believe that, because that would mean that you got to find them. You know what I'm saying? Like let's say God does exist and he's the Hindu God, right? That's the hypothetically speaking, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
If it's possible that God could be the God of Abraham, then there's also a possibility that he could be the God of Hinduism, right? Right?
I hear you.
So what I'm saying is, I don't necessarily believe that there's one true God and you got to pick the right religion. That just doesn't sound right.
Well, you already know I'm in agreement with you on the religion part.
Well, okay. it doesn't make any sense that there is a true God and you got to read the right Bible. To me, that doesn't make sense.
Well, see, the thing is, okay, with that mindset, what if the truth is in your face the whole time? What if you don't have to look for him? You just choose to.
You say, what if? I don't want to understand what you're saying.
What if?
Okay.
You know how you said if it's 42 different religions, that means one is real. What if the one has been in your face, has been in your midst the whole time, and the only reason you had to look for it is because you choose to?
That's possible. People choose to. Sometimes people choose, they just say, you know what, I want to follow this, and they become that. You know what I'm saying?
But see, I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think it's bad at all.
I listen. I don't think any of this stuff is bad. I'm not saying everybody should think like Bree.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. I'm just telling the people how Bree think.
That's right.
Now, if you want to believe in whatever you want to believe, I can't say you're wrong. I'm not. King, I'm not saying what you believe is wrong, bro. All I'm saying,
I never thought that.
I don't believe that you should believe or think like me, because your belief in God or your God or whatever, it might be what's keeping you getting up every day in the morning. You see what I'm saying? It might helping you keep your sanity. You know what I'm saying? You might feel like you would be a bad person if it wasn't for your belief and your following in God. So I by no means want, that's what you do. By all means, you do what you do. All I'm saying is, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying I'm right. Hell, I'm not making a claim. I'm saying I don't fucking know. All I'm saying is, I'm not convinced what you telling me or the claim that you're making. I'm not convinced that that's the truth. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Well, see, I want to keep you right here for a second.
What's up?
I need to let you about one more thing.
What's up?
Even though you don't feel like I'm doing the right thing, wrong thing, right? Or what is bad in your eyes, right?
Right.
You still, and you don't take this the wrong way.
Trust me, if I need to expand on what you just said, I will. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead.
Okay, now listen.
Yeah.
Even though you feel like, hey, that may help you, this, that, and the other.
Right.
You still, when you speak on the God I believe in,
yeah,
having something to do with you, you always show the disrespect for him.
Okay.
And I say always, but you find a way to.
Okay.
Like if we've been talking for an hour, you haven't did it in that hour, you're going to make sure before we get finished talking, you're going to do it at least once.
Now, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I talk disrespect. I talk disrespectfully about all guys.
Okay.
All of them. All of them.
I ain't never heard you use that type of talk about Allah
that's because we don't talk to people who believe in the Quran all the time. If I talk to Muslims, I'll be saying the same thing. Okay. I'm just saying my personal opinion doesn't matter to your belief. And my personal opinion,
it shouldn't
matter. It doesn't to me, and it shouldn't to anybody. I don't care how you feel about me being a atheist. I don't care. So it should be vice versa.
Like basically what, where you coming from is what you eat, I ain't gonna spew out.
Absolutely.
So why not be upset about it?
Absolutely.
Listen, I totally. Well, see, we already know each other felt this way before I even started the state. Before you started yours up, before I started mine up. But you see, it's people on here that feel the exact opposite of how we feel, bro. They will actually go into your life because you make them feel a certain way about your opinion on these things. So, you know, when I say something like, don't take this the wrong way, that's just lack of me and you chopping it up on this platform for a while, because, you know, I done ran into a lot of people in between that get highly upset. You know what I'm saying? Get highly upset. So, I appreciate that, Bree. I appreciate that. I appreciate that realism, man. You know what I'm saying? I respect that, man. I respect that. That's how I know where you gonna end up at the end of the day. That's how I know.
Now, if you're saying what I think you're saying,
you already know what I'm saying.
I'm gonna go ahead and take it with a grain of salt.
You better take it with a grain of salt, nigga. Because
I'm gonna take it with a grain of salt.
All the real people gonna end up on the same side of the fence I'm on. I'm just putting it out there like that, man, because I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm being honest with you, Bree, straight up.
Yeah.
I don't think of myself as a good person. Okay.
And that's sad.
And that's sad, right?
Yeah.
But I'm telling you that based off the actions I've made in my life. I'm telling you that based off the hood training I've been subject to in my life. I've honed certain deviances for years until I perfected them. So to eat off of something, to benefit off something for so long, and realize that you got to let that go. That's not no easy feeling, Bree. I just want you to understand where I'm coming from, dog. You know how I live, and at no point in time when you seen me living, you seen that I was unhappy with the way I live. And didn't I look like I was enjoying my life, bro? When you met me, when we roamed around the Belvedere streets.
I mean, from what I looked, it looked like everything was straight.
It didn't look like I was trying to get out of it, did it? It didn't look like I was trying to escape the hood or nothing, did it?
I guess not.
So
I guess not.
So knowing I can't put my hand in certain cookie jars, and knowing I can't be the way I know I've always known how to be, when it comes to what I call just being me, knowing that, realizing that I can't run from the truth no more. It's not no good thing for me, for the person that I've always been. So making this step is you just witnessing a nigga just stepping all the way outside of himself, because this is new. All this stuff is new to me. Like the last 10 years of my life, last 15 years of my life been new to me. I'm used to living a totally different way.
Right.
Totally different. You knew I had babies, man, but I ain't been no family man, no house nigga, or, what I'm saying, no nigga that just stay, home all the time, dog. I'm usually everywhere. And when I wasn't driving, you was one of the people I was calling to come swoop me up from West Hill. Gas money or no gas money. I wasn't, nowhere near like I am now.
Right. So
it's like, it's like learning how to live all over again, dog.
Let me say this, because I feel like you are dismissive when I say that I used to believe, and I once followed him and prayed to him and did some of the same things you told me to go alone and do, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you're dismissive of my experience with God all those years when I was a believer.
No, that's what me and you both connect on, because your path, I told you I ventured down that path.
When I say like you say you've been where I'm at.
Yeah.
But I've also been where you at.
Right.
But the difference between me and you, as it relates to both of us being atheists, right? I'm an atheist for a different reason than you were.
Okay, why were you an atheist? Why are you an atheist?
I'm gonna tell you, but that's why our plights, as it relates to this whole atheism thing, is a little different. I'm an atheist because I'm not convinced that the shit is the truth.
And you said that was from a different reason than me?
Yeah, because it's all about why. Now, why? Now, you say no. Did you feel the same way?
Of course.
Why though? Why
did I have a hard time?
Why weren't you convinced that God was real?
For a lot of the reasons that you feel like he's not real.
Give me your main one, and I'll give you my main one, and we'll see if they're similar.
Well, you got the good people dying.
Okay, that don't have a reason.
Okay,
Go ahead.
So give you some reasons. I'm giving you.
No, the main reason.
Well, it wasn't just one reason. It wasn't just main reason. If you want to say main reason, that is the main reason.
Okay, my reason is different.
That was the main reason. I didn't think it was real.
Why didn't you think it was real though? That's the key.
It's a whole. That's why I was trying to give you the number of things, but you said why? That's the reason.
Because people suffered.
No, that's one. The main reason was because I had a hard time believing it was the truth.
Why though? Why weren't you convinced?
I'm trying to give you the reasons why. There is not just one reason why I didn't think it was the truth.
There's one reason for me. That's what makes us different.
Okay.
There's one reason for me. That's what makes our atheist walk different. They're not one and the same.
So what is your one reason?
God didn't meet my burden of proof. Period. Ain't got nothing to do with nobody suffering, none of that stuff. I wasn't angry with God or nothing, none of that.
So God didn't mean he didn't meet your burden of proof.
Exactly. He didn't meet the burden of proof.
Isn't that the same as not believing that it's real?
I'm giving you why though. No, that's different. I'm giving you why I didn't believe it was real. I'm giving you why. Why didn't I think it was real? Yeah, I understand that some atheists don't believe it's real. But the more important question is why though? Is it because you're mad at God? Is it because God doesn't answer your prayers? You see, those are reasons why. My reason why was it didn't meet the burden of proof. Plain and simple.
Well, maybe I'm looking at it a little bit wrong. Christ Council. Let's get a third party in on this one.
For sure.
Because to me, that sounds the same. Burden of proof. Like you don't what they say, happy are those that believe without seeing. I was the one that wasn't happy because I had to see some things. I had to see more things before I could believe. So it's sort of kind of like the same thing.
Yeah. Okay. So So you say you didn't believe in God, and you say you didn't believe in God because you didn't think he was real.
You sound a little muffled, Bree. I didn't believe in God. Well, a lot of things didn't add up to me. You know, that was the main thing, but it all equaled up to it was holes that I didn't have filled. And I wasn't cool with those holes that I didn't have filled. It's just like with the space thing with me. You know, I was all in it. You know, I was in it to win it. But once those holes start appearing, then reappearing, and I didn't have any answers or couldn't get any answers for it, I had to make a conscious, oh, damn, Bree, you ain't even here. I had to make a conscious choice. I had to choose whether to do it or whether to keep on believing it or not to believe it. Same with the sports, you know. I've heard from the horse's mouth, and I'm talking about my, you know, my, what you call them, sports broadcasters or sports news. You know, I would get these people to openly admit to certain things. The certain thing in particular, what I'm thinking about is Vegas. And when I heard that Vegas thing too many times, then I started to go explore some things to either kill or support what I was hearing about Vegas. So once I heard the pros and the antis and the pros for it, I had to make a decision. Don't mean I don't like sports. Don't mean I dislike the concept. But what I was putting into them, sitting at home watching 3 hour game and stuff like that, what I was putting into them, I could no longer put that into them no more because I understand that it's something that's already pre-rehearsed.
Now, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Now, okay, like, all right, for instance, like, let's talk about the reasons why you became a believer again.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine that probably is a number of reasons as well, right?
Yeah, a number of reasons, not just
but
one.
The main one, would it be personal experience, spiritual experience?
Physical, spiritual, yeah.
Now, the reason why I say it's different for me and you is because I have none of those experiences.
Right. See, it's always going to be different because we different.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's not the same.
No, it's never going to be the same.
And all the experiences, I'm pretty sure you would tell me. My answer to that would be, well, that's not going to work for me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in a different. I'm in a different atheist box, so to speak. Like, a lot of people think that atheists all believe the same thing, and that's not the truth.
Mm-hmm.
You could be spiritual and still be an atheist. People don't know that. Atheism is just a rejection of a God claim. See what I'm saying? So I could be a Buddhist and be atheist. You see what I'm saying? Because Buddhist is not a God deity religion, and it doesn't follow a deity like that. So it's a little different. But like I was talking to somebody the other day, and they thought that atheism meant devil worshiping, and I had to correct him. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these terms we be using, like agnostic and atheist and all this other stuff, people don't even understand them. They don't even understand the definitions. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, let me answer this brother question right quick. That Vegas run sports. Rob Zilla. Vegas run sports. Yeah, that's for sure. Bree, you got people that signed the contract, and I'm gonna just say that because I like the way it sounds. You got people that signed a contract with Christ, man, that walk all different walks of life, man. You know what I'm saying? Not just people that's from the hood or from the synagogue. You know, you got people all around. You got people that was raised different, people that was raised with different perspectives on life, and people that was raised in cults, and you got all different kind of people, but you ultimately have to make up your mind to do it. It's not nothing that's going to be forced upon you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing that's going, you're going to have to be made to do it. That's the beauty of it. Because if you got people, if you run into people that appear to be forced or stuff like that, you can help them understand, like, hey, that ain't scripture, man. God don't make people do stuff. He give you a choice.
Right.
You get a choice for everything. You got a choice. Just like you may feel like you're in a better place with I'm in a better place if he is real with God than you are, and that just totally ain't the actual factual. The actual factual is don't none of us know. But if we did know, here I am, I'm smoking right along with you, knowing that smoking is messing up my temple, and I know that God allegedly don't like it. So I would be in a worse place. You feel what I'm saying? I would be on the hot seat versus you.
I don't know. What does the Bible say about non-believers? If I'm a non-believer and I reject Jesus Christ and you accept Jesus Christ, how am I not in a worse situation than you if the shit is real?
Well, because of this. A lot of non-believers are non-believers because of particular reasons. Some people were deceived.
I'm talking about me, though.
Like,
now, you and I both know that I used to subscribe to it. So I, if it's the truth, I once knew the truth and I wasn't deceived and I rejected it for whatever reason. That's bad.
I don't think that's bad.
I wasn't deceived though. I wasn't deceived.
I don't think that's bad, Bree. Because if that was the fact, man, you got people that take different walks and go find God out in their own way. And the reason they took the walk, they may feel down on themselves, but they have so much intelligence, so much information for you to help you understand that the Bible is real.
Okay, but we assuming that, like, if Jesus were to come back right now, or if, Lord forbid, I fall and die as a non-believer, shit bad for me, right?
Nope. Because how was you? Listen, how did you find out about Jesus from people that was misrepresenting Jesus?
No.
You found out from people. Oh, you speaking on you?
I'm speaking on me.
Oh, you speaking on wild you?
Yeah, me.
Okay.
Because I understand there are people who are simply misinformed or ill-informed. You can't hold those people responsible. I get that.
So listen, I'm glad you brought that up because we got somebody. Oh, well, he didn't fell off now. You got Christ Council that was here with us, right?
Yeah.
He was raised in the same fashion as you were. But see, and I'm not going to really say the people misrepresented Jesus. And if they did do it, they didn't do it on purpose.
Right.
They didn't do it on purpose, but it's one being that know if he was misrepresented in your life. And that's him.
Well, I know for a fact I wasn't.
No, I'm saying besides you know what you know, but I'm saying besides you.
Oh well, yeah. I mean,
Christ Council.
Either you was misinformed or you wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to people. I'm talking about the people. I'm talking about the people who reject them, and they know the truth, and the people who they were listening to on a daily. They didn't represent the religion or they didn't represent the belief in the wrong way. They did everything by the book.
But what I'm trying to tell you is that there's a reason that you reject them. You don't just reject them because you reject them. There's a reason behind it.
Is there a good reason?
Yeah.
What? What's give me one good reason to reject God?
You're a human being.
What in? What that? What in?
If a perfect spirit being and a perfect human being reject God, who are you, an imperfect human, to not reject God?
Well, let me ask you this: is God gonna punish people who know the truth and reject them? Is God gonna punish people like that?
If they got an accurate knowledge of the truth.
Okay, I fall into that. So how am I not going?
You ain't got no accurate knowledge of the truth.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
How so?
Based off the conversations, man, you had. No, you don't.
Well, tell me what I don't know.
Let me point out one thing for you that you brought up for me, and it was a good thing. I'm glad you be bringing stuff like that up.
Right.
Do you remember you pointed out the scripture where God made vegetation before he made the sun?
Yeah.
Now, you see how you pointed that out?
Yeah.
Well, in that same breath, wouldn't it have been convenient, even more convenient, to point out that the light was made before the sun? That there was light before there was even the sun? Because it says that right before, or should I say some verses right before in that same chapter.
Well, my thing about that is why not mention the sun before the third day?
Well, he actually mentioned light before the first day.
Right. But then he made the sun later. So so the way I'm reading it, the sun wasn't made until the fourth day.
Absolutely.
Okay, now the light that what you talking about, I don't know what that is. I can't say that's the sun because he said the sun was made on the fourth day. So I don't know what that light is. But I know how vegetation works, and the sun. I don't know about no light.
Okay.
I just know that plants need a sun.
So let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen light without seeing the sun before?
Absolutely.
So, have you ever seen plants grow by light that wasn't the sun before?
Yep.
And you need me to understand what about your reasoning?
Because I don't know what that light he speak of. I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is. It's real vague. It's real vague of what the light is.
It just say light. It's the opposite.
I know. That's real broad. That's real vague. What does that mean? Does he mean light? Hold on, wait. Does he mean light literally? Or does he mean light metaphorically? I don't know what light means.
Okay, let's say it like this. I'm gonna make it as simple as I possibly can. Light means light. It just means light. It just means it's not dark because we begin with darkness.
Now I don't know if that light. I don't know if that light is able to fuel the plants and stuff. I don't know that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you know. What I'm saying I don't know because the thing is, yeah, I seen plants grow without light, but it's a special type of light. Now I can make light too, King. Do you know I can make light too? I can turn on my light switch and that's light.
There you go. There you go.
Time out.
Now we get to where I'm trying to get to.
Time out. But it won't benefit the plants. So just because it's a light, I don't know if that's beneficial to the plants or not.
Okay, so with that same reasoning, how you just told us how you have the power to get up and turn on your light switch.
Yeah.
Have you have the power to grab a flashlight and flick it on and off?
Right.
So you think that power was just adopted by man? You don't think that it's a God that practiced this power long before we came along? You don't believe that?
Well, I don't believe in God. So I would say no.
We understand that, but see, we ain't on that part. We on the part where,
in the context of what we're speaking,
conversation, you do believe in,
right? Okay, but what I'm saying is, I don't know I can't sit here and say that light was a benefit to the plants till the sun got there. I can't say that.
So did the scripture say they died?
No.
Okay. So with that part in mind, we understand that before, and you helped me with this understanding because before you brought it up,
There
I had
was some type of light.
past it.
Absolutely. But again,
we do understand that there was day and night before the sun.
No. We don't. No.
Let's
Hold
go
on. Let's go to the
book.
scripture. Okay, let's go. Hold on. Gotcha. I don't think it says that.
Oh, I'm telling you it do. Me and CC went down through there on this one.
Okay.
Start at the beginning. I stop you. You ain't gonna get nowhere near the sun before I stop you, though.
Hold on, I'm getting to it.
Okay, take your time. Take your time, my brother. Cause it just gets better with time.
Okay. Yeah, okay. God said, let there be light, and the light was good, and it separated the day from night and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But my problem is, okay, the light was there and the darkness was there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then on day 4, he put the sun to govern the
Mm-hmm. I'm with you. I think you probably put mute because I know you ain't just stopped talking.
So can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
So what I'm saying is, from what I understand, plants need the sun, right?
Mm-hmm.
And from what I'm reading, yeah, there was light, but I have no reason to believe that light is the sun that he talks about in the first verse.
You said you have no reason to think that light is the sun?
Yes.
That's right. You good to think that because it ain't the sun, it's the light.
And furthermore, I don't know if that light is the same light that plants need to survive. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, being that you wasn't the creator, you probably wouldn't know. But we know that it don't say the plants died before he made the sun. We just know what we see. We just know what we read, right?
I mean, it's open to your interpretation. What you read out the scripture, you get a different thing than what somebody else gets. It's not nothing that is objective, is what I'm saying. A lot of the Bible, like for instance, a lot of people don't read the Bible as actual events happening, right? You got people who read it and they take it as allegorical, right?
Right.
So, yeah, you're right. You get this and you get that, and it's like, but it's real. I'm reading it and it's awfully vague.
But see, Bree, you got the people that take it allegorical. Them would be the people that just say they read the Bible. They wouldn't be a person that claimed to read the Bible, claim to believe the Bible, because when the Bible, hold up, let me tell you this part. Let me tell you this part. When the Bible wants you to understand that something is on another level, the Bible always use terms like "let the reader have discernment," "let he who reads this use this." You know, it always say something like that. But when it's straight up, without the chaser, it's just straight up, bro.
Let me ask you.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you saying that, or would you agree that? So I can understand what you're saying, because there are a bunch of people who don't believe in God who read the Bible, right?
Right.
I'm talking about front to back.
Yeah.
They even wrote books on it. So what I'm saying is, so are you under the belief that in order to really gain the knowledge of what the Bible was saying truly, that you have to read it in faith?
No, Nope.
Oh,
I'm not in agreement with that. The only way you can read the Bible and understanding is if you ask the Most High to help you, to make you understand it.
and to ask the Most High,
You have to.
you have to walk out on faith, right?
You have to go to the Most High.
And to go to the Most High takes faith, right?
I don't know. It takes asking the question. It takes asking. I don't know if you have faith to have to. I can't say I qualified for a person that had faith when I asked, because I didn't believe it. I grew up on it. I seen some questionable things that made me want to go investigate. When I go to investigate on it, I'm seeing that we not learning too much from the preacher. I found the source that was teaching the Bible. I learned from that. I also learned that it was certain things that they wasn't putting the spotlight on. That it was stuff that looked like it was purposely being hid. And I wasn't cool with that, because I don't feel like the scripture. I always felt like the scripture shouldn't be nothing you have to hide anything with. And it was prestigious people doing this that I looked up to, looking to man.
Right.
And that caused me to doubt. And when I doubted, I lived like I doubted it. I didn't live like, I wanted I didn't live like I wanted the approval of the Most High.
When you say
If
you
he
didn't
was
live,
real.
okay, now when you say you doubted, you live like you doubted.
Uh-huh.
What do you mean by that?
I doubted the existence of the Most High.
Right.
No rules.
Okay.
You know what I mean by that.
But I doubt, but I still got rules.
You got certain rules based on your being, but I'm talking about rules like fornication, like murder.
Well, I got rules about murder. I got rules about murder.
Well, okay, what's your rule? What's your rules about murder? I'm just gonna use this for an example. Go ahead.
It's all about my well-being.
It's all about we understand what murder is, right?
Yeah.
We ain't talking about self-defense.
Right, exactly. So
we're talking about murder.
So my rule is it will go against my well-being to just murder somebody in cold blood.
And why is that?
Because I know that if you kill somebody, there's a bunch of consequences that come with that.
You speaking on getting caught by police and...
No, I'm talking about my mental health. If I kill somebody, I can't live with that. Man, I'll probably kill myself. I don't want to live with that. I don't want to take somebody's life, regardless if I believe in a God or not.
Okay.
I don't want. If I see something happening to women and children, I jump in the defense. That ain't got nothing to do with my belief in God.
So,
see what I'm saying?
So you telling me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now we had this conversation before.
Gotcha.
Now you telling me somebody breaking your house,
right? Well, you just said that we're not talking about self-defense.
We ain't talking about self-defense.
Well, somebody breaking my house. And I confront them, and something happens, and that person gets killed.
No, not something happened. They try to, when you confront them, they try to run out with your shit anyway. What would you do?
Oh, I wouldn't kill them.
What would you do?
I'll chase them and try to get my shit back.
Okay, and you can't catch up to them, and what then?
Well, shit, ain't nothing I can do. I can't kill them.
So you ain't gonna take no type of action towards them.
Not nothing.
Now I got the conversation we had on.
That's cool. But
Because you know
that's
I argued
fine.
with you about that, right?
Yeah, you can bring it up. But what I'm saying is,
I'm just
if it's a situation and somebody grabs something, now they running out my house, right?
Well, they got it. We saying they got it already, and you
got it, and they running out my house, right?
Fuck you, nigga. Ooh, jump off the porch. Hey man, put my shit. What the fuck? You got him at gunpoint. Man, fuck you. Ooh, I'm out. Come on, give me the play-by-play, dog.
I tell you this. I honestly, I guess in some situations I probably would use excessive force, use force, and some I wouldn't. Now, let me tell you this: irregardless of what I choose, if I kill them, I'm going to be fucked up mentally. I'm going to be fucked up because even though I don't believe it's a God, that doesn't mean that I don't feel something. I don't feel fucked up because I took this man's life. It's not like, oh, God not real, so I could just kill and that. No, hell no. Hell no. The last thing I want to do is take somebody's life.
Well, you do understand that there's people out here that don't feel
Yeah, I ain't talking.
Right?
I'm not talking about them because I don't know what they feel and how they feel. I can only speak on myself about this.
Okay, and same here.
Right.
So this would give you the understanding of knowing why I don't consider myself a good person.
Okay.
Because there's been situations in my life where I could have been a good person and I wasn't.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So being that you have to go through years of mental preparation and mental different type of situation, put your mind in all type of mental uproars and stuff like that. Being able to deal with that and come back on the other side still you. There are people out here that can do those things in the snap of a finger.
Oh yeah, I'm not disputing that, of course.
So, which brings me to my point back to where we was when I say just live without laws. See, believing that it's just an animalistic world and it's dog eat dog and stuff like that was, things that I grew up off of.
Right.
I didn't really understand, I didn't get it from the church. I didn't really understand what good and what good people was.
Right.
I didn't understand what marrying a woman was. Where I come from, you can never trust a woman to the point of marriage. But when you live, when you experience things and you see things with your own eyes, you get a total different perspective. You get a total different perspective about things. So that's what I'm guilty of. That's what I was guilty of. Oh, he fell off again. That's what I was guilty of when I threw away the Bible. That's what I was guilty of that when I threw it away the next time. It was like I had to take a particular. I'm gonna just say I had to because I did, and if it wasn't meant to happen, it wouldn't have happened. What up, CC, man? What happened to you, man?
Oh man, I'm here, man. I was walking around inside the store.
Oh yeah, you out? You ain't in the house? You ain't back at home yet?
I'm heading back now.
Appreciate you, boy. See, y'all try to make me look bad, showing that y'all can be out and about and still chime in, man. Y'all ain't right, man. Well, I already know Slapper ain't right, but you ain't right, man. You out and about on the show with me, dog. That's what's up, man. Where you at?
Trying to get there. Saks. I got my daughter with me, man.
Oh, okay. Oh man, you really making a sacrifice for a brother. Appreciate that, man. Well, look, dog. I'm getting good news all around the board today, man. So I'm just gonna bask in that, man. And
oh yeah,
shoot, man. Hey, Bree, if you want to, bro, can you get back to me later on, man? We're going ahead and kick something off on the late night hour. Bree.
Yeah, absolutely. It was muted.
You got the babies tonight?
I am gonna have them. In fact, I'm about to pick them up in about a half an hour.
Okay, well, listen, I try to make it like about 12 then.
Oh, it could be late.
Okay, you want the later the better?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Okay.
But anytime, but even if we go earlier, nigga, we still kicking it. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt, man. Hey, I wish I would have just kept it, you know. I'm digging this though. I'm digging this bill right here though. We actually getting the whole full conversations out, man. I ain't did this in so long, it ain't even funny. I ain't did this in so long, dog. It ain't even. I'm digging this right now, man.
For sure.
But yeah, I hit you up before I do though, just to keep you on your toes.
All right.
Hey, Christ Council, man, I appreciate you coming through, dog. I hate I couldn't work out with your boy, man, but I don't want nothing like that around me, man. I'm not that kind of person, dog. I can never say if I knew something that was going on in his life that was messed up, I couldn't say that type of stuff back to him, bro.
I understand.
It ain't
man.
inside me too. So why would I even deal with a person like that?
I didn't hear everything that was said. Once y'all started cursing, I had to turn it down because I had the kids with me. But,
Right. Well, listen,
I'm gonna have to catch it on the playback.
Well, you know, I'm gonna keep it mild since I know you debated with you, but he actually brought up me breaking down about my baby the other night, talking about my son gonna die. That's why your son dead.
Yeah, I heard that, man.
Yeah. Huh?
I'm gonna have to catch y'all to playback.
Okay. My son and his grandma going at it. Hold on 1 second. Hey, ACC, but yeah, listen, it don't affect me in the least. Whatever don't kill me always make me stronger. So don't think that it got to me like that. It didn't really surprise me. It you know, it was just like a matter of time for it to happen. But you know, if something like that can come out of somebody's mouth, man, I don't want that type of toxic around me, bro.
I'll play it, man.
That ain't man. Just for him to think that, man, you gotta understand, dog. Me and my homies mama joke, man. We was talking about each other mama the same week our mamas passed, man. That type of stuff don't affect me, dog. You feel me?
Yeah, man.
But it do let me know how a person think. Do that for me, though. But check out the beginning if you didn't, Christ Council, when you get a chance. I'm gonna play it later on when we get on, because I want you to hear that part about that 1967 movie I had playing at the beginning.
Okay. Yeah, definitely, man.
But hey, y'all be safe out there, CC.
I
know your baby don't know me, man, but tell her what up, though.
Oh, definitely.
All right, man. Be safe, Doug. I'll see you later. Hey, see if I'm on the game when you get back in. Well, if you ain't busy, if you and your daughter ain't busy.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, bro. Thank you, man. Yeah, everybody. We gonna do this until the wheels fall off. What's up, Roger? I thought you was coming holler at me, man. I remember that name. I just can't put a place on it. Think I'm probably even subbed. Do you got a channel? I'm probably even subbed to your channel. I'll check it out. I'll look at the what's names later. But yeah, man, that's what I'm on, man. You know, I hate that people call the way people like me think is conspiracy theory thinking, because all the so-called conspiracies have been exposed already. It's like there's nothing conspiracy about it. There's nothing theory about it. I'm sorry. Conspiracy for sure. More than several people involved. But as far as the theory, no, ain't no theories no more. It is what it is. But hey, y'all, we're going to kick this off later on. We're going to get busy. We're going to go ahead and get some of the sun because it's nice as hell outside before it get any later. And we're going to do this. I'm probably going to go hit the... Oh, no, I can't go hit the riverfront. Probably gonna go outside, y'all. Go in front of the house. Let y'all see how in front of the house look. So that people that's really desperate to see what's really going on, maybe they'll be desperate enough to come here. And listen, I'm not gonna greet you with the old curl. I'm gonna greet you with the new curl. I'm gonna hit you with my Bible in more than one way. But till then, y'all be peaceful, man. Any toxic people around y'all, get away from them, please. For me, thank you. Love y'all. Peace.